It's dark by 4 p.m, the rain's pouring down and the couch is calling your name. Sound familiar? Winter can make it so tempting to hibernate in front of a cozy fire, if you have one, with Netflix or a Camino book. But if, like me, you want to hit the trails strong this spring or summer, now is the time to plan. So stick with me, I've got simple, realistic ways to stay Camino fit even in the toughest of winter months. Winter in the Northern Hemisphere can be a challenge if you want to maintain any level of fitness that you've gained over the spring or summer hiking adventures. And it's even harder if, like me, you've got a sedentary job and you spend most of your daylight hours at a computer. But here's the thing, if I want to maintain any level of fitness or start to build up some fitness from a very low baseline in order to be ready for getting out back on the Camino or any other trail in the spring or summer, I have to plan some physical activity into my routine. And today I'm going to share exactly how I'm trying to do just that this winter. Daily dog walks. My 2 dogs need to be walked no matter what the weather. Dog walks are actually great for me as it forces me to get out of the house even when it's cold, rainy, muddy, or when there's been a hard frost like yesterday. So getting outside just for a short walk is a great way to keep moving and build up resilience. And did you know that a daily dose of nature is really good for your mental health too? And I certainly feel that it definitely helps me. Bite-sized home workouts. The biggest barrier for me to doing a workout is putting my mat down on the floor and switching on YouTube on my TV. Once this is done and I've actually pressed play on the workout video, I feel so happy afterwards that I've achieved it. I know it's doing me good and I try and incorporate some core strength and stretching into my routine. I have to admit to myself that as I'm getting older, it's even more crucial to maintain my muscle strength and range of movement, not just for hiking, but also for my physical health in general. To keep the barrier low and actually getting to the point where I do hit that play button, I much prefer short bite-sized home workouts that don't require any equipment, and I can generally use whatever I'm wearing anyway, as long as it's comfortable clothes. My go-to is Elaine Fit, and this is a great channel for quick fitness sessions that don't require much time or equipment. And I personally tend to pick the 10-minute workout videos, such as the 10-minute standing abs or similar. So a 10 or even a 20-minute workout can make such a difference, and you can do it without leaving your warm living room. And I try and fit one in around my working day if I'm working from home. Weekend day hikes. When you can, especially on weekends or days off, try and make time for a longer walk. Winter hikes might mean bundling up or putting on rain gear and dealing with mud, frost or snow, but they are the perfect way to keep your endurance up. And as I've already mentioned, they're great for your mental health too. My friends invited me out on a hike and it was just so good to get out into the Northumberland Hills in the north of England and enjoy the snow, wildlife, nature and spending time with friends. And the dogs that were with us had a lot of fun too. If you have the chance to go on a winter hike with friends and you've got the knowledge, skills and equipment to do it safely, then go for it. There's nothing like the camaraderie of tackling the elements together for having a great day out. Speaking of being with others while you get active, park runs are great for both fitness and community. These are free, volunteer-led events that happen every Saturday morning at multiple locations at 9 a.m. across the UK, and they have also spread to many other countries across the world, including Australia, the Netherlands, the USA, Canada, South Africa, New Zealand, and other countries too. But you can check out the Park Run app to see if there's one near you. Park runs are 5-kilometre courses that you can run, walk or mix it up. And yes, they happen whether it's rain or shine. I've been to a couple of park runs recently. They're a great way to maintain aerobic fitness even in the middle of winter. Other fitness options include things like going to the gym or a swimming pool or attending in-person classes. Of course, outdoor fitness isn't for everyone during the winter, and that's perfectly okay. You might prefer going to the gym instead or swimming in your local pool. Whatever works for you is what matters the most, and the important thing is to keep moving and to incorporate some core strength and aerobic fitness training into your routine. The final thing is getting backpack ready. As spring approaches, you can start using weekend hikes to practice with your Camino backpack. So begin at first with just a few essentials and then gradually build up more gear in your pack as the weather improves. And then by the time the Camino arrives, it will feel second nature to carry your pack. And if you find that you're having some troubles with your pack and it's just not working for you, at least you can get this sorted out before you actually start your Camino or start your trail. Do let me know in the comments how you're planning to stay active this winter. I'd love to hear about it. And if you want some inspiration about what to put inside your backpack for a summer Camino, please do check out this packing video here.